Hey guys, what's up? Alright, so we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting numbers in base 4 now, okay? So you notice we have a little table here, alright? Now what is this table really saying to us? What does this really mean? Alright, so you notice there's a little plus here. This plus is for addition. So this is saying 0 plus 0 would give us 0, right? 1 plus 0 should give us 1 in base 4. 2 plus 0 should give us 2 in base 4. And 3 plus 0 would give us 3, right? This one is saying 1 plus 0 would give us 1. 1 plus 1 would give us 2. 1 plus 2 would give us 3. And 1 plus 3, which ends up with 4. But remember, we're in base 4, so we'd end up with 1, right? And 0. So we'd have 1 and a remainder of 0 here, right? Which is this here, right? So let's just do that. Let's just add 1 in the base 4 plus 3 in the base 4, right? We should get a 1 here, a 0 here, and we should get 1, 0, right? All right, so, okay. Then let's look at the others. 2 plus 0 would give us 2. 2 plus 1 would give us 3. 2 plus 2 would give us 1, remainder 0. And 2 plus 3 would give us 1, remainder 1, right? So let's look at that. 2 to the base 4 plus 3 to the base 4 would give us 1, leaving a remainder of 1, right? 4 can go into 5 one times, leaving a remainder of 1. So it would be 1, 1 to the base 4, right? Cool. All right. So I think we get the gist of this table. This table just basically shows us what all the possible additions are in base 4, okay? So let's do some examples to see if we can add some numbers in base 4, all right? All right, guys, so let's look at this example here. We have 332 in base 4 added to 103 in base 4, all right? So 3 plus 2 would actually give us 5, but 4 can go into 5 one time, leaving a remainder of 1, okay? Then 0 plus 3 plus 1 would give us 4, so that 4 can go into 4 one time, leaving a remainder of 0. Then 1 plus 3 plus 1 would give us 5. 4 can go into 5 one time, leaving a remainder of 1. And then this one is just alone, so you'd get 1, 1, 0, 1 to the base 4. Okay, that's the answer for that. And yeah, pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. Wonderful. Let's just look at another example then. All right, so let's put this example down here. And we're going to have 301 to the base 4 plus 2133 to the base 4. Okay. All right, so let's just set that up here. 2133 to the base 4 plus 301 to the base 4. All right. All right, guys, so let's look at this example now, the second example. We have 2133 to the base 4 added to 301 to the base 4, okay? So 3 plus 1, right? 3 plus 1 would give us 1 remainder 0, right? So 1 remainder 0. Same thing here. 0 plus 3 plus 1 is 3 plus 1, which would give us 1 remainder 0. Then 3 plus 1 plus 1 would give us 5, right? Which is 1 remainder 1. Then 2 plus 1 would just give us 3. So the answer for this is 3100 to the base 4. Okay. All right, guys. So since we did 2 examples for adding, let's do some examples for subtraction. Okay. All right, guys. So now we're going to be looking at subtracting numbers in base 4. And it says in subtracting base 4 numbers, we use similar rules as those for addition of base 4 numbers. And it's true. It's pretty much the same rules, but let's just look at an example to see what we mean. It's very similar rules, okay? Then we're going to have 3, 3, 1, 2 to the base 4 minus 2, 0, 3 to the base 4. Okay. All right, so let's do this example. All right, so this 2 minus this 3, we'd have to break this one here, and we're going to end up with 4 plus 2. So we'd end up with 6 up the top here. And 6 minus 3 would give us 3. This ends up being 0, so 0 minus 0 is just 0. Then 3 minus 2 would give us 1. Then this 3 is by itself, so it's 3, 1, 0, 3. And that's the answer, right? So when you break the 1, out of the place value, you're going to get 4 over here. Because it takes 4 of these in this line to make 1 of these in the other, right? All right, so let's look at another example. Let's say we have 3, 2, 1, 0 to the base 4, right? Minus 1, 2, 0, 1 to the base 4, okay? All right, so let's look at this example, guys, and see what answer we get. So this 1 minus this 0, we're going to have to break this one again. We're going to get 0 here, and then 4 here. Then 1 minus that 4 would give us 3. Then 0 minus 0 would give us 0. 2 minus 2 would give us 0. And 1 minus this 3 would give us 2. So it's 2003 to the base 4. And that's the answer. So pretty easy, guys. Really easy, not too bad. Right, and I don't think you should have any problems. Let's do one more example. All right, guys? All right, guys. So this is the last example. Let's do this example now. So 1 minus this 0 would give us, we would have to break this 3, we'd get 2 here, then we'd get a 4 here. So 1 minus this 4 would give us 3, right? It's all to the base 4. Then 0 minus 2 would just give us 2. Then 1 minus this 0, we'll have to break this 3 again. We're going to get 2 here, then 4 here. 1 minus the 4 would give us 3. And then 2 is just by itself, so we'd end up with 2, 3, 2, 3. And that would be the answer for subtracting in base 4, okay? So it's pretty easy, guys. I think it's self-explanatory. It's just pretty wonderful, all right? And let's move on to multiplication of numbers in base 4, okay? All right, guys, so we're going to be looking at multiplication of numbers in base 4, okay? All right, so if you see the table here, there's a multiply sign here. So this means this 0 multiplied by this 0 would give us 0. 1 times 0 would give us 0. 2 times 0 would give us 0. 3 times 0 would give us 0, okay? Same thing here. 0 times 0 would give us 0. 1 times 0 would give us 0. 2 times 0 would give us 0. 3 times 0 would give us 0. Anything multiplied by 0 gives us 0, all right? So now this 1 multiplied by this 1 would give us 1. 2 multiplied by 1 would give us 2, and 3 multiplied by 1 would give us 3. Then 2 times 1 would give us 2. All right, so 2 times 2 would give us 1, remainder 0, right? 4 into 4 gives us 1, and no remainder, right? Then 2 times 3 would give us 6, and 4 into 6 goes 1 with 2 as the remainder. Same thing here, 3 times 2 would give us 1 and remainder 2. Then 3 times 3, which would be 9, right? 4 goes into 9. Yeah, 4 goes into 9 2 times and leaves a remainder of 1, okay, which is this right here. And of course, 3 times 1 would give us 3. So these are all the possible solutions for the multiplication of any number in base 4, okay? So let's just do an example, guys. This is really easy as well. It's not too hard. Let's do an example. Let's do a simple example. I always like to do a simple example first. Let's say you have 3, 3, 1 times 2, 0, all in base 4, right? Okay, so for the zeros, we don't even have to worry about that because that's just going to end up with all zeros, right? Okay, now for this 2 now, let's leave a place value of 0 here. Then 2 times 1 would give us 2, right? 2 times 3 would give us 6, okay, which is 1 remainder 2, right? So that would be 1 remainder 2. And 2 times 3 would give us 6 again, plus 1, which would be 7. So that would be 1 remainder 3. Then there's nothing else multiplied. So you're just going to get 1 here. 1, 3, 2, 2, 0, right? Okay, so if we add those both lines, clearly we're just going to get 1, 3, 2, 2, 0 to the base 4, and that's the answer, all right? Okay, so let's look at another example, guys. All right, guys, so let's look at the second example here. 3 times 2, let's start from 3 here. 3 times 2 would give us 6, which would be 1 remainder 2, right? 3 times 3 would give us 1 plus 1, which would give us 4, which would be 1 remainder 0, right? 3 times 3 would give us 9, right? Plus 1, which would be 2 remainder 2, right? Because it's 10. 4 can go into 10 2 times and leave a remainder of 2. Then the last one is going to be 3, right? Times 3, which is 9 again, plus 2, which would give us 11, right? And 11 divided by 4 would give us 3, right? No, it wouldn't give us 3. Sorry about that. 11 divided by 4 would give us 2 remainder 3, right? Okay, and then this 2 here would just be by itself, so that would be 2, 3, 2, 0, 2 for that line. Then this 0 now, all of these would be zeros, okay, because anything multiplied by 0 would just give us 0. And then for this one, we're going to put 2 place values as zeros here. Then 1 times 2 would give us 2. 1 times 1 would give us 1. 1 times 3 would give us 3. And then 3 times 1 would give us 3 again. So we're going to end up with this. And then we're going to add all 3 of these. So 0 plus 2 would give us 2. All these zeros added would give us 0. 2 plus 2 would give us 4, which would be 1 remainder 0. 3 plus 1 plus 1 would give us 5, which would give us 1 remainder 1. 3 plus 2 would give us 5 plus 6, which is 1 remainder 2. Then 3 plus 1 would give us 0 remainder, 0 remainder and 1 over here, and then 1 by itself would just be 1. So this is the answer in base 4, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 2 to the base 4. All right, guys? All right, so we're actually finished with base 4 now, okay? And we're gonna move on to base 8. All right, guys, so that's it. And I'll see you in the next lecture. And remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.